Morning everybody, and once again welcome back in today's class. Day number 2 of the business analyst batch. So yesterday we saw and we discussed about the what is business analysis, what is business analyst stuff. Today we are going to be do a deep dive more in this area. Hope my screen is visible to everybody.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Now when we do any work, we are doing the work with and along with the stakeholders. Stakeholder means anyone who is show interest in that particular project. Like again, take example. Mother cook the food for the baby and baby says, hey mom, I need to eat this thing. So baby is the stakeholder now who show the interest and who is interested in the outcome, who might get impacted from the outcome. Okay, and this can be inside users or outside users as well. Sometimes let's say I'm implementing a new platform for my company just for the internal users. Those are my stakeholders. Maybe for the finance team, for the legal team, for the facility team. So those are my stakeholders. And every stakeholder has its different definition. We reach out to stakeholders, hey, are you okay with this? Because at last you are going to be use it. So let's say you want to buy a toy for your kid. If your kid is like for 8 years or 9 years old, you will not buy the basics toys. You will buy some kind of advanced toys. Might be some more writing, more reading stuff, more mind games kind of things. This is what is important here. So in the broader sense, we can say so my stakeholders can be categorized business analyst. I'm a business analyst. I'm working with along other business analysts. So those are my stakeholders. My customer who is going to be use the product and end user. These are two things. Customer and the end user. When you go in the market and you buy any product, you are a customer. You might have a contractual obligation. Let's say I want to buy an internet connection. Minimum 12 months rental you have to pay. End users who are mainly from the business perspective. Your survey desk, your operational support, project managers, sponsor who invest the money in your requirements, and others can be. Now the thing is that we have multiple stakeholders. We work with multiple users. Being a business analyst, it is important to understand that who is who and when I have to be use it. I'm saying the word use it because as a business analyst, if I say I do nothing much, my main work is to coordinate with the different people and make sure the job has been done. Why I should listen Vidusha? Why I should listen Josephine? Why I should listen Varsha? Because they are my stakeholder, that's fine. But why? To understand this why, this screenshot or this image will help you to do this particular part. Whenever we work as a business analyst, we need to be know that who is my stakeholder and in which category they are falling at point of time. The reason being, sometimes people did not listen me as a business analyst. Then I have to be approached to my project manager or my technical architect or my sponsor or my program manager. See, you need to be escalated, right? But escalation must be a proper format in a proper hierarchical order. So the first stakeholder says a cat. And this is the homework for you guys. Today, before you go for the sleep, take a notebook and write these animal name in a paper and try to divide your friends in this category. Cat is something they will support only if they think that their interest in this favor might be by this particular activity they are getting benefited. So they will support you only in that case. That is possible, and it is not a bad thing. We need those people as well in our project who can support me if we are doing their activity. Elephant might be a technical architect, might be a process architect. If this person says something, people will listen it. But he is very slow. Until he will not send 5-6 reminders, he will not do the work. So we need those stakeholders as well who are good, knowledgeable. But that's fine. They're little slow. Might be slow in the sense of their position level, might be in their experience, their day-to-day routine level, but they're powerful. Number 3, loyal. If these are the stakeholders, if they says, guys, we are going to be use X method to implement this problem statement, everybody agree and influence the decision. Might be the sales head, might be the program manager, might be the sponsor. Due to his experience, due to his skill set, due to his position, he know that if he says something, then people will listen, and he or she has a capacity to influence the decision as well. Dog. These are the stakeholders who are always ready to help you at any given point of time. Might be long days meeting, might be a midnight support, might be a production fixes, something can be done. So you should have a people around you like this to whom you can call and they will help you to support that part. Few of the developers are like die-hard fans of these things. I'm always available. Let me know what you needed. Penguin. Slow and steady. These are the stakeholders who are slow in their work, but they always think about the project. Always think about the project. Continue working. So few of your friends are like this. Hey, let's plan for the long weekend, vacation long weekend. Okay, I will tell you. 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 But in the background, they're working on that plan. Rabbit. Fast and fickle. You stuck, you call, work done. Let's say I want a sign up from the stakeholders. I call to another lead who is of this nature. Immediately he send an email, he set up a meeting, and your work has been done. Eagle can view far ahead. Here the stakeholders come who has a vision and a mission kind of a stuff. Might be your sponsor, might be your program managers, might be your directors, might be high position people in the company. Who provide a clear view. And believe me, as a business analyst, I need these people as well. These are the one who tell me that what they are looking for in the next 1 year work to be implemented. These can be my product owners as well, with whom I have a call every week, every 2 weeks, every one month, and understand, okay, what you have in the backlog. They tell Atul, after 3 months we're planning to bring the finance team on this particular platform. So they are doing ahead. Hippo, my way or highway. Because of their nature, because of the weightage they have of their position, they're saying, hey, if you want what I'm saying, do that. Otherwise, I will not work with you. So either follow my side, either don't ask me. Sometimes technical leads are in this domain. And finally, owl. When it comes for the credits, the people come in the picture. The whole implementation, they did not wake up. But as soon as they come to know that, oh, we are going live with the new product, they come in the picture, and they can be a trouble creator as well. Might be your security teams. Oh, you're going live. Did you take a permission from the IT security team? Which IP are you using? Which firewall you're using? What port are you using? So they will come that time. And sometimes they are in the different nature as well. Oh, you're going live. Let me know what work you needed. I will be able to support you 24/7. The intention is that in our business analyst domain, we need all these type of people. You cannot work only with one person or one nature person. We need people like this. We need people like this. We need people like this as well. And also we need the people like this. So that we know that what is coming. Clear? Everybody clear till this point? Okay.
Yes.
Good. Thank you. I was reading some document from a ServiceNow perspective, and it was mentioned in that document. If you are conducting a workshop and you put some point and you ask your stakeholders, are you okay with this or not okay with this? If in the 3 seconds no reply came, consider that point has been closed. So like this way, if I say, okay guys, all clear, 3 seconds, you did not speak, I assume it's clear to you. Okay, now let's come to the next one. This is what a business analyst do. This is a very big portion, but if you ask me practically, I did not work in this area more. I support, but indirectly. Requirement planning and management. Might be you say, Atul, okay, it's a one-liner, that's fine. No. These five is it in itself a big processes, a big chapters. Every step has its some input, some output, some operations, and some activities need to be done, which we are going to do a deep dive in the coming sessions. So the whole agenda around will be these 5 points. Now, when we talk about this one, enterprise analysis, what a BA do in this particular domain, in this particular area? Mainly enterprise analysis means to understand about the business architecture, to check the feasibility study, to determine the project scope. In this domain, we or you as a business analyst can support directly as well and can support indirectly as well. Might be we can give some inputs, but we are not accountable for any of these activities. So we'll pick up few of the things to understand about this concept. Not much in the deep dive because this is not the core area for us to be understand. Okay. But before we go to understand more, we need to be understand this thing. Business analysis core concept model. Let's say Angela give me a call. Hey Atul, I want to talk to you. I said, okay, I will be free at evening 6 o'clock. You can give me a call. She give me a call. We start discussing. Atul, I'm doing this particular job. I need a little bit more change here. Can you guide me that how to change? What skill set I should pick up it up? Okay. We are discussing and we start bringing something more stuff in that discussion. Some another personal stuff. Hey, you know that I'm not happy here. It's not look good and all the things XYZ will be there. And the topic which Angela bring to me has been diluted now and moved to some other direction. So what's the problem, Atul, here? The problem is that when we work as a business analyst, we have to follow few things very clearly. And we have to tell the same things to the customer as well. So this particular concept, and this is not given by me, this is given by the BA BOC only. And these are the 6 terms which is be considered as a core concept. And these 6 terms are change, solution, context, value, stakeholder, and need. And if you see, these 6 are interconnected with each other. It means if I make a change in this area, all my rest 5 will be going to be impacted. Now, what is the definition of these 6 terms? Because as I say, yesterday I give you example, hey, I want to go on the moon. Okay. But in which context? What value? Who are? Why you need to go? What change it will bring? What solution I have to provide? If I say, no, guys, I want to just simulate an environment which look like a space. Now, did you notice that my requirement immediately gets changed? But Atul, currently you're just saying that you need to be go on the moon. It means I'm not clear on my need actually. But what does need mean here? Need means a problem or an opportunity to be addressed. In 2020, when I started this training, specifically I'm talking about the ServiceNow training, I do little research in the background. I check on the YouTube that how many people are giving ServiceNow training. I found a lot of very good people in that domain. Then I found that all the people who are giving a training or putting the content on the YouTube are the technical people, coding, scripting, flow, XYZ things in that part. Nobody is talking about anything about the functional. And that is my opportunity. Why not I should start something on the functional discussion perspective? And this is a need. Need can be cause changes to motivating stakeholders to be act. Why everybody is saying plant the trees? Because there is a need. If we are cut the trees, the global warming, more changes in the weather will be there. So need push for the change. Where I have to be taker, I have to do some act. I'm talking about the stakeholder perspective. Now what is change? Change is an act of transformation. What do you say the change? If now, I'm sure that as I say yesterday as well, we are almost in the same age. 30, 35, 40 age somewhere. We as this age, we see a transformation. We see a world from moving to a static landline to a mobile device. We are the generation who see that how our parents were earning and how we are earning now. A transformation has been done. So it is a transformation which come in the response of the need. If our parents plant a tree 40 or 50 years back, we can still take a benefit. That is a transformation is happening. Change works to improve the performance of enterprises. But to make a change, how a change will come? We need a solution. Transformation is something, but how the transformation come? Because we have a solution on the place. I simply says when I take my ServiceNow trainings, I simply says to my participant, if someone says I want to be learn ServiceNow, that is a need. And I see that person has been completely changed after the 1 month or 2 months. And I give a solution, go to the ServiceNow community and start answering the question. That is a solution. It is a specific way to satisfy one or more need in a context. अब नया term आ गया context. As I say that these 6 terms are interrelated. Now what is the context? Context, if now we're talking about the business analysis only. This is our context. My son came from school and is telling me, Dad, you know what happened today? When I reached school, our class teacher came, they served the breakfast to everybody, then there was the award ceremony and all things will be there. So we are talking in the context, in a situation now. Context, the circumstances that influenced are, sorry, that influence are influenced by providing understanding of the change. इसको लेके due to this we're talking about the context. My son was saying this thing and I say, hey, okay, what you will eat now? Come on, dad, I'm talking about the school and you're asking me what to eat now. So context has been changed. So it is very important whenever we as a business analyst speak to our customer, we must have a proper context. We should not go beyond that context. And how this context work? Because we have a stakeholders who need or who are related with the change because they want to drive a value. So these 6 terms should be clear in the mind that what this means, and we should not go beyond that. Let's say I'm renovating a house. And Vidusha came to me and say, hey, can you do the renovation of a shop as well? How this related to this context? I'm an engineer for the house, not for the shops. You are asking me this question, what value it would drive? Nothing, because I have no knowledge about the same. So context is important. Once you understand these core concepts, this will open a set of questions for you. Whenever you're going to be get the requirements, whenever you're going to be talk to yourself, to your stakeholders, you should ask these kind of questions. And these questions are based on these one. What are the kind of changes we are doing? What are the needs we are trying to be satisfied? I put a advertisement in the group and I start getting messages. Hey, I want to be learn. I want to be learn this thing. I want to be learn this thing. That's fine. I ask, okay, what kind of value you're looking for from this batch? What is need for you to do this batch? So if you see, it has change, it has need, it has solution, it has stakeholder, it has value, and it has context. If you ask these questions or the questions around these 6 terms, you come to know a lot that what exactly is the customer problem statement here. Got it my point? Any doubt, any question?
Can you please once again repeat about context because I'm not getting that.
Okay. It's Varsha, right?
Vidusha.
Vidusha. Okay. Let's say Vidusha and your husband is planning to go for a marriage. Okay, you want to attend some marriage. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. You and your husband is going to be attend a marriage. And you are doing the planning for the same. Okay, we'll travel on this day and we'll be there and then we attend this function. In this, your husband start talking about the office. Oh, I have to go to office tomorrow. I have this meeting. I have that meeting. Now the context has been totally changed. You are talking to your husband for the planning to go to the marriage. That is what is your need. But your husband start putting the things of the office in between. So it means your requirements are not getting heard because context has been changed. You are implementing a module and suddenly customer says, hey, I want to be implement that as well. Okay, that we can do, but let's not discuss in this area. This particular topic, this particular meeting is only for X particular stuff, not for the Y. For the Y, we will set up a separate meeting. Because the problem is that if someone bring a new thought in the meeting, it can divide the other stakeholders as well. So you or we as a business analyst are the drivers of these meetings as well. Guys, I think we're going in the wrong direction. Let's come back to the point. What is the agenda for this meeting? Let's discuss that only. If anybody has a concern, we'll pick it up in the separate meeting. So that is the context, a circumstance, a situation for which you're talking now. That is called the context here. Okay. Now the few.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Vidisha. Few basic terms. Business analysts, we know. I'll not go in this part because here requirement. This is important. Requirement. What is a requirement? What is it? What does the requirement mean? Josephine, what do you think? What is the requirement?
It is requirements are what is needed to build up a process or system, or whatever is being resourced.
Means something a human being needed. That is a requirement.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Now, if I say this, a requirement is what needed or what wanted. I want to be promoted to the next level in my job. My kid want a toy. My kid need food. So that is a requirement. A thing that is compulsory, a necessary condition that without this you cannot survive now. If there is no air, it have to be survived. So that is a requirement that we need some air to breathe. I want to implement or I want to renovate my house. Why? Because I'm getting married. So I want to renovate my house so that I can make it looks like more beautiful. But when we talk about the requirement, a requirement must be smart. SMART stands for the specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Specific, which says describe something that is an observable outcome. Kid is hungry. If you give food to him or her, you can see that now by eating this, they can sleep peacefully. That is what observable outcome I'm saying, where you can observe that what outcome is coming. So might be after 15 days, you can see a outcome, observable outcome of this particular session. Yes, now I know more about the business analyst part. Now I can talk, I can read the books or the JDs kind of thing so that I can understand what the customer is looking for. Measurable, which you can track and measuring the outcome. The exams, the class tests happen in the school, in the classes. That is a measurable to see that how the kids, how the students are performing. achievable. If you start teaching a 8th or ninth standard mathematics to the 2nd or 3rd class students, they're not able to achieve that outcome. So achievable means testing and feasibility of the efforts. I want to go on the moon. Yes, that is 100% achievable. But I want to go under the earth. नहीं अतुल, वो achievable नहीं है. Not feasible solution for this one. Relevant. Now, due to high usage of mobile phone, people are having a problem. Eyesight problem, mental disturbance, headaches, migraine, specs. People are getting specs. So people are moving on from the high-tech gadgets to the low-side gadgets. Few people are coming back to the same stuff. They use the keyboard one phone because they have a vision to make their health proper. They have a goal. No, I don't want to be divert something. I don't want to go for the specs. I don't like specs. So if I don't want that specs, so I have to be improve my diet. I have to be improve my gadgets. So I have a vision and mission, which is relevant. It means which is in the boundary of the context. And finally, time bound. If someone, there was a time when someone says, Atul, do you provide training? I say, yes. Can you provide me training for the 1 year? I said, come on, it's not possible. Because in this case, I cannot measure anything. I want a time bound frame. 2 months, 3 months, 1 month, 5 days, 10 days, that's all. So whenever you're getting a requirement from the customer, you must see that his requirement is this one. I want this product after 10 years. Boss, might be after 10 years, this product even did not validate, this technology did not validate. Let's talk about next 2 years or 3 years first. So that is a time bound. So that it should be consistent with the need. When the COVID came, people start manufacturing this thing. What do we call it? Gel. I forget the name that we use that gel to clean our hands. Sanitizer. That time it was a need. But if you think now let's set up a factory to manufacture this sanitizer, it will not work now because nobody is using sanitizer nowadays. So that need is not consistent with the time now. People start building or making that mask as well. That 2 years period, people invest their self in these things: sanitizer, mask, food, tiffin services. And they got success as well because it was a time bound. So whenever we got the requirement, we need to understand that what we have to do and how that requirement is be specified, or it's a smart one. A requirement can be of the three types mainly. Business requirement, which has a statement of goal, objective, and outcome. By 2030, we are going to be reduce our manpower by 10%. That is a business requirement. And for that, the change has been initiated. In the business requirement, there are two types. Stakeholder requirements. Now to achieve an outcome by 2030, what we have to be do? Every department has to do something. That is the stakeholder requirement. Might be someone says, okay, we are implementing the computers. Someone says, no, we are educating our resources. Someone says, no, we are going to be use the AI. That is the stakeholder requirement, which align with the business requirement always. Or the solution requirement. We mainly work on the solutioning part. Where this is capabilities and qualities of a solution that meet the stakeholders one. Now I say that, okay, we want to be educate our users. How to educate? It is not one day work. Let's prepare a full plan to educate users. From the basics from industry to the advanced up to the industry, we will teach each and everything so that our users become smart. They can think more on the business perspective. Now the solution requirement can be of two types, functional and non-functional. Functional says describe the capabilities that solution must have terms in the behavior. Means if you implement this, you can see the changes in the behavior format. See, I start educating users. Now they're starting participating in the stakeholders meeting. They're putting their thoughts. That's the functional requirement. Non-functional or the quality of service requirement. It is not directly with the behavior one. It is something we describe the condition which a solution must remain effective. If we educate our users on the daily or the weekly basis, their terms are getting refreshed, which will helpful in the later, but not immediately, might be later it will be helpful. They start putting the requirements in a proper manner, in a proper sense. And the last is a transition. You buy any mobile phone, any, from the day it has been built up till now, what is not changed in a mobile phone? Can you tell me? What is not changed in a mobile phone from the day it has been built until now? An example. What is not changed? In a mobile, go ahead please.
Calling capability.
Calling capability, correct. Calling and SMS are the two basic functionalities which not get changed till now. It's more than, I remember that in 2005 I started using the mobile phone first, more than 20 years now. Still, if I buy a phone, I have a same calling functionality, same icon, same way I have to be go and do it. That are called the transition requirements. You build any product, anything, but these kind of requirements will be get transition from current state to the future state. Might be the icons get changed, might be ringtone get changed, might be interface get changed, but if I remove the calling facility from the mobile phone, will you buy a mobile phone? Answer is no. Because otherwise there is no purpose of having mobile phone. So these type of the requirements are there. Now, what is mainly enterprise analysis? In the enterprise analysis, we have these 6 steps. Creating and maintaining a business architecture. what my business is needed. See, I'm again saying this section, enterprise analysis, is not specifically designed for the business analyst. We can be a supporting factor here. We can be supporting actor here. In my experience till now as a BA, I never work on this part directly. I just work on this part, prepare a business case, or it might be a risk assessment, but nothing much. Because to do the work on this part, you need more on the domain level knowledge as well. So like TOGAF are one of the courses which support these things. So in this total 6 steps are there: creating and maintaining business architecture. For that, we need to know that what is the plan, strategic plan. What is the business problem? We are working for the customers. And let's say, okay, I'm working for a customer and I'm implementing the platform for them, ServiceNow platform for them. For me, it is just one thing. But for the business, it is a big problem or the opportunity. When I know these things, then I can get the output. Business architecture framework, artifacts, alignment, the problem and opportunity. You're sitting and you're finding, oh, let's buy a new house. Why? Once you get the why, then you align that why with the opportunity. Shall I go ahead to build a new house? Shall I go and buy a house? Shall I go for the reselling one? Shall I go for the little old one? What type of house we need it? Then feasibility check need to be done. Feasibility can be done on the multiple levels. Financial feasibility, market feasibility. Again, to do the feasibility, we need goal and we need the problem. And outcome can be feasibility study. Guys, let's not invest anything on this domain now. The return of investment is not good. You come to know because you've done the feasibility study. The same example, if you start a business of making sanitizer or the mask now, no benefits are there because people are not buying that. Then once you've done the feasibility and feasibility say, yes, this can be doable. Let's put a scope. To build a scope, you need alignments and architecture and feasibility study output here. See. And we're defining the project scope, that what we can build in this particular project. So here your high level requirements come in the picture. There's a company in the market and say, hey, I want to be implement ISO 20001 for my company. Why is here? Feasible? Yes. High level requirements. I want to be compliant with the ISO standards. I'm defining the scope. For ISO, I just have 5 departments, not for all departments in the organization, just legal, finance, and IT. That's all. That is my high level requirements. To get this requirement, we prepare a business case. Why? What? Assumptions, objectives. So we say that, hey, guys, you know that my company win a new project. How this happened? Because in the background, these things are done first. And then the business case come in the picture. And once the business case come, then we do the initial risk assessment here. If I say, okay, this training for the next 15 days, but if you put a mask bunk, I will consider the day has been done and I will move to the next topic for the next day. That is my initial risk assessment. If you're taking more leaves in the course, you might lose the context. That is my initial risk assessment. And once the assessment done, then we prepare a decision package. That what we are going to be deliver in this particular, for this particular requirements, a particular solution we're going to be delivered. It's a bundle one. So you can see the collateral package of enterprise activity product, enhanced business case report, a recommendation, and executive sponsor briefing material. My company can do these things work for you, and this is a decision package. Give me yes or no on the decision package so that we can deploy the consultant to work with you to implement these requirements. It is very easy to say, hey, my company got a new project, but in the background, all these things happen. Where might be I provide some inputs, might not be I provide some inputs. So this is what is the enterprise whole soul. 5 why and 1 H. Who need, where need, why need, how need, when need, what need. All the things is in this enterprise. We need to understand all these concepts before we go for the enterprise. And almost things you are clear now. Stakeholders, we know. Capabilities is my company is capable to do this particular part? Or is this my business capability? What product and services going to be impacted with this? What product and services going to make a change? How the project will be initiated, how the projects or the initiative will be started. When and where the decision and events will be taken place. So this is my enterprise analysis. I'll show you some more slides here. See this one. Enterprise analysis will tell you starting from the business strategy till the operations. And this is the first. What is stakeholder needs and expectations? What is your need and expectation from this batch? Atul, I want to be learn about the business analyst so that I can apply for new jobs. But it can get impacted with the external influences. Sorry, Atul, not able to join the call today. I'm not well. Late night. I have a lot of meetings. I'm tired. All the things will be there. Then, if all the things agreed here, we make it to the business processes. Step by step things need to be done. Then the indicator. Something got changed in my knowledge today again. We have a priority. See, I can spend 4 or 5 more days just for the enterprise analysis, but that is not my priority. Because this is what not the core area we always work. My priority is to come on the other 5 topics. So we are changing the business priorities according to the need. With the given examples, we're making the transformation here. And we have a process-centric management. Continuous improvement we're doing. And finally, after 15 days, we have a business results. And you have a sustainable solutions. The knowledge which we are sharing now stay with us for a long term. One more thing which I want to say, this part. Business case. Now the companies are looking for business analysts to support to prepare the business cases as well. Because We work with the different clients and we have experience. So we can put our experience to make the business case better. A simple example, if I can give, let's say Angela is entering in his young age and she want to be go to the college now. She told to his father, Dad, I need a car to go to college. Father said that's not approved. Sorry, you are in the young age, cars are not allowed, sorry. But she put a business case to prove that she actually need a car. This is what is the purpose here. She put the objective very clearly. Dad, if we have a car, I can take mom to the market as well. I can take the younger brother or elder brother to the clubs, or might be clubs means that other learning clubs. I can say to that clubs I can take. I can drop you as well at the office if required. In the rainy seasons, we can use the car. We can go over the weekends to do to on some short trips or the long trips as well. So she's putting the stuff in the business case so that she got the approval for that business case. This is what the BA do actually. Assumption, risk, objective. We clearly mention that what it will be achieved if you implement X platform, what you can achieve from this, what benefits, what efficiency, what facts and figures you can achieve. So this is what is important for us as a business analyst. When we talk about the feasibility study on this particular part, this is what I was talking. Financial feasibility. Can I invest this much amount in this particular need? Number one. Is market is actually using that one or not? How much easy? See, WhatsApp we're using for a long time. In between, a lot of new messaging app came. There was a game called High Signal. But did they survive in the market? No. Because by anything is happening, people are still using the WhatsApp. It came that with the privacy issue, X issues, Y issues, but still none of the product is able to make a place. Companies came, they entered and they vanish. And product or service feasibility. If you give me a way that Atul, instead of WhatsApp, you can use X messaging app and I will move all your data from WhatsApp to that app, I'm happy to go, I guess. Because I'm not losing anything in the background. That is product feasibility. This is actually important. When a company launch a new product, new service, they do all the feasibility test. It is not that much easy nowadays to launch any product and people start using it. And due to this, there is a rivalry among the existing firms. Definitely, it's a competition, it's a market. Everybody want to earn money. If you are manufacturing a product, you always have a threat of the new entries. You always have a threat of the suppliers. Bargaining power of suppliers. No, you need to pay this much amount, only then I will supply it. Tomorrow might be some substitute came. Like WhatsApp is there, but still a lot of other messaging app came. That's a fact. And then buyer. In my house, let's say we are the joint family. In that family, we have 20 members. Day one, I said, hey guys, don't use this bread. Let's get a new new brand bread. Power of buyers. Suddenly, if 20 members start using a different brand of the bread, your product can be go down. 20 members will do the mouth publicity with the other 20 members, more 20 members, more 20 members, and product go down. So these studies need to be done. And there's a technique to do these studies as well. It's not just do the financial study and get the balance sheet and see. No, it's not like that. It's about the investment, return as well, expenses as well, benefits as well. So all this gets seen from the financial perspective here. Now because this is what talking about the industry and market feasibility, and this talk about the financial capital requirement, estimated earning, ROI, which we just discussed, and product and service. Are customers willing to purchase? Might be. Can we provide the product or service to the customer at a profit, at our profit? So this is your feasibility of product and service feasibility. So once we get the feasibility, then which is important is called risk assessment. To do the risk assessment, these are the inputs. Influences, external and internal factors. I want to implement a product, but my internal people don't want to use that product. What is the business objective? What is the potential value I'm looking for? And I club this input with this tool. What is business policies? How frequently business is changing? How frequently the market is getting changed? Where we are and where we want to go. Before yesterday, we are 0 in the business analyst, but after 2 days, we are 1 or 2% learn in the business analyst. And when you do the risk assessment, you can use the brainstorming. You can interview the people. You can see the root cause analysis, and you can do the SWOT analysis as well. And to do this particular part, we have different teams. Different companies are there. Someone says by 2030, the virtual reality will be the core of industries. How they can say that this will be the core of the industry? Because they did little research in the background. They interviewed the people. They brainstorm on this particular concept, that how the market is getting changed. Once you get the risk assessment, then these are the outputs. You clearly tell to your stakeholders, boss, we need a good collaboration between the stakeholders so that we can mitigate this risk. Again, risk can be, there's a risk tolerance. I am happy to start this batch even there are 2 students. And believe me, the first BA batch I just taught 2 students only. That is my risk tolerance. How much uncertainty a stakeholders can take it. Risk aversion. And unwillingness to accept much uncertainty. Boss, इससे ज़्यादा नहीं होगा. I cannot take more than that. But it has 2 things. Neutrality. Naturality. Some risks are acceptable. I know that in this batch, 5 ladies, all are married, have a family, day work, late shifts, office, home as well. So I can accept that might be all 15 days, all 5 might not be available. someone can take a off. That is acceptable risk of level. Risk seeking. Even though if all 4 are on absent, even though 1 is there, I can still take a risk to start this batch. And believe me, we use these things in our day-to-day life. Sometimes we say, let's not travel in the night. We are a group, we can travel it. That is my risk tolerance. Let's go to hiking. That is risk seeking. I can accept this much risk, no problem. So these things need to be clear when we got the risk assessment, because we have to be, as a business analyst, we have to be give these definitions clear to the business so that they can take a decision that up to this tolerance level we can go. Up to this part we are okay to risk seeking, but not beyond that. Clear everybody till this point? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Good. So let me stop sharing now and stop the recording as well.